We're in the red heart of Australia, Uluru, a place that's so very still and silent, and yet that silence is about to be shattered by the sounds of the very best of Indigenous culture, music and dance right here for the inaugural Tjungu Festival. Tjungu in Pitjantjatjara meaning coming together or meeting. The inaugural Tjungu Festival features on this episode of Travel Oz. Hello, welcome, I'm Grainger. Ahead, the very best of Indigenous performances and culture in the shadow of Uluru. A whole new way of exploring Canberra. The cutest of koalas on Magnetic Island.
Jeez, oh, this wasn't anticipated.
And the beach kangaroos of Cape Hillsborough.
A friendly Queensland g'day.
And a big good afternoon, good evening, Australia. This is live from the Tjungu Festival here at Uluru on 102.9 FM. The crowds are large, the cultural content is amazing. Let's go back to the stage and check out some deadly sounds.
The most magnificent I've seen.
It's all go at the Tjungu Festival, all revolving around the sound stage.
Well, we've got the Tjungu Festival here and it's absolutely amazing. We've got Aboriginal culture, the best. We're showcasing the best of the best. We've got people coming from everywhere, all of the acts. We've got children on drums, pop-up artists everywhere. It's been truly brilliant just to be a part of it. We've got lots of communities that have been represented from all over Australia. We've got the Yankunytjatjara, Pitjantjatjara, the Anangu people, and I'm actually Yankunytjatjara, so this has been really special for me too. Festivals like this are so important for the Indigenous community. It's all about all the beauty and all of the gifts that our culture can actually provide for other people.
Tjungu offers visitors the opportunity to throw a spear or a boomerang.
That's it.
Or linger in market stalls to take in the vibrant forms of art painted in different communities. Artists from communities all over Australia's north have gathered here to create new masterpieces. Bringing it all together, a welcome to country, performed by elders in a style honed over the centuries. This elder is Murray George, going through the solemn process of cleansing the earth. Murray, tell me the significance of the face painting. What does this mean?
The face painting, that was Ngindaga done this one. That the dream story he painted on the face. And we're showing to the children and the adults. This is the way the culture goes.
Now, you've invited everyone up, including me, up to dance with you.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you want us to dance with you?
That means the government can see you. We are from Australia.
So we're all, you and us, we're all PRs for Australia.
Yes. You know, I'm proud with this. A lot of people are learning and thinking the way our life, what this culture, you know.
So you're educating us, you're educating me.
Yeah, everybody.
From Alice Springs, a team of young drummers has travelled to Uluru to show off their skills. This is Drummatum, belting out a beat to herald Uluru's first major competitive AFL match, the inaugural Tjungu Cup. Two teams of local Indigenous lads are playing today, And volunteering to play with them is Indigenous AFL hero and former Sydney Swans player Michael O'Loughlin.
This is quite something here today, the inaugural game here in Ayers Rock.
Yeah, look, it's been a great couple of days, I guess. You know, the festival that's been happening, a lot of art, a lot of singing, and you know, coming out here, finishing off with a game of footy, pretty much it's a great way to end it. You know, I can definitely sort of put my hand up and say that I've participated in a game like this in the middle of the Red Centre.
On field, Michael is still in tremendous form. He's clearly a legend. The locals are loving it. It may be Uluru's first AFL match. Judging by the post-match reaction, there'll be plenty more. Tjungu is also showing off the best in Indigenous cuisine. Big crowds have flown in to sample Indigenous master chef Mark Olive, sometimes known as the Black Olive. Well, Mark Olive, you love your food and the audience here love you.
Oh, thank you. No, it was good. It was great. Bit of fun.
Where did the passion for food come?
Oh, look, growing up, watching my aunts, watching my mum, and as I mentioned in the audience, she wasn't a good cook, but I was a bit fussy, so I ended up cooking for myself and then the whole family. So love food, love the flavours, love the textures, but love our Indigenous cuisine.
So Indigenous cuisine, something new and special. What is Indigenous cuisine?
Well, it's stuff that's from our country, you know. It's very, very unique. Things like the wattle seeds, the lemon myrtles. We've got the aniseed myrtles and, you know, the kucharas and our amazing fruits as well. And, you know, I think the pity for Australians is we've embraced every other country except what we've got in our own backyard. And what we've got is our national cuisine. And it's not a meat pie and a Foster's, it's this amazing food.
Another Indigenous talent who's flown in for Tjungu is celebrated photographer Wayne Quillam. Wayne is on the job today, photographing his speciality, his Indigenous brothers and sisters.
The essence of my photography is more based on feeling than any technical expertise. People would talk about me being sort of one of the leading Indigenous photographers, and I take that as a badge of honour. But the thing is, we've got a lot of amazing photographers, but I feel that the essence of my work comes from more of being involved in the community and being involved for such a long time.
Yo, yo.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I won't even say it's a skill. It's something that I've been given to showcase Indigenous people throughout this country in a positive, vibrant, respected light that most, not only Australians, but the world can engage and see that we are a strong, nurturing race. And I actually couldn't do anything else. This is who I am.
As day slips into night at Uluru, visitors prepare for a series of performances to bring the festival to a climax. A sunset rendition of the didgeridoo is followed, amongst the sand dunes, by the Tastes of Tjungu dining experience. Fine Indigenous cuisine prepared by Mark Olive is set off by the harmony of singer Shelley Morris and a choir from the local Indigenous community. Back in town at the soundstage, there's a 2-hour concert of highly varied performances. There's agile acrobats at the Mutijulu Ninja Circus. And performances by visitors from far-flung communities, such as this troupe from the Torres Strait Islands. There is an Indigenous fashion parade, Uluru's first, featuring local lasses and Indigenous fashion icon and top model Samantha Harris. And finally, a high-energy performance from Casey Donovan and her band. It's been a truly memorable inaugural Tjungu, with even more versatile acts promised for next year. It's always such a great pleasure coming here to the Australian Federal Capital of Canberra. This trip will take in a Segway ride around Lake Burley Griffin here. We'll go over to the Australian War Memorial this afternoon for the last post ceremony, and tonight, enlighten spectacular light shows on spectacular buildings. First off, zigging this way, zagging that, is our master of all matters Segway, Diane Orr.
Good morning.
Wow. Hi.
Diane Orr.
Yeah, Di. So, Segways, your business?
Yes, our business.
And you're going to teach me how to ride it and take me on a tour?
Yes, certainly are. Okay, so Segway is self-balanced. It will not topple forward or backward.
Sure.
Okay, positive. And there's a button under your toes to go forward and one under your heels to stop. So if we put our helmet on, Greg.
Helmet's on. You've given me a fancy rainbow-looking thing. Thank you.
Then 1 foot on. Balance yourself, and then both hands on the steering column.
So
That's it.
I'm standing for starters, yep.
Now, do a turn, Greg, sliding it side
Okay.
all the way. So it's smooth movements. Oh, you're going to do a turn? Yeah.
Yep. People crash?
Not many. Let's put it that way.
Mastering this machine is a surprisingly quick exercise. In a matter of minutes, we're whizzing along Canberra's footpaths, heading for the Houses of Parliament. It's here we're tested. Just get through those witches' hats without knocking one over, Greg. Oh, I think I clicked one. Whoa, there's the brakes. This is loads of fun.
Yes, everyone loves it. 12 years and over, up to oldies.
Do you ever tire of it?
Never tire of it. Beautiful location, great job.
Still the thrill.
Yes.
And here am I, a novice, riding from my very first hour, and I'm already clipping the cones. Do I get disqualified, banned?
5 minutes off.
But they are so agile, aren't they?
Yes, very intuitive. Once you're on it for a few minutes, most people get it within a few minutes. So, and then they're riding like experts by the time they get back.
And of course, the question everybody asks is how fast these things go.
Well, they go 21k unlimited, but we're governed by the government regulations, so they are limited to 12.
12. So somewhere there's a governor that I could tweak and get a bit of a faster speed, could I?
But you wouldn't know how to do it because it's in here. Tucked away.
It's in the rose gardens in front of Old Parliament House that we really get to push the Segways to their limits. This is a hoot! So nimble. You can twist, you can turn. Ho-ho! Our final destination, the steps in front of Old Parliament House. So, Di, we know Canberra as the seat of government. So what do the politicians think of these things?
Well, we've had Kevin Rudd down. He said he'll go next time. Next time.
You're still waiting for that next time?
Yes, exactly. Simon Corbell's had a go.
Yeah.
He's a very tall man, but he went well. So, yeah, I guess they love him.
That'd be one way to sort out the political unrest here in Canberra. Get politicians of both parties on side and off they go around.
On a Segway, that's it.
Good on you. Well, now for a very stirring ceremony. We're here at the Australian War Memorial right on Sunset, commemorating the last post ceremony, which commemorates the more than 120,000 Australian servicemen and women who died fighting for Australia. Every day there's a moving ceremony specifically honouring one individual Australian. It's a powerful tribute, introduced by the director of the War Memorial, Brendan Nelson.
The soul of the nation is embodied by the Australian War Memorial, and within the commemorative area is the Roll of Honour. 102,700 Australians who've given their lives for us over more than 100 years. We need to look beyond the broad brushstrokes of that history to individual sacrifices that have been made in our name. So at the end of each day, it seemed to me that if you can't tell the story of each one of these men and women, who they were, where they were born, how they grew up, where they lived, who loved them, and then how they gave their lives for us, then where else would you tell it? It seems that we have a responsibility to work through an understanding of what these men and women did for us and how they gave their lives. What we are doing here every day is significant for our nation as we pay tribute and honour the life of one man or woman who gave his or her life for us. This is very important to the families, the descendants, the relatives of the man or woman whom we honour every single night. Today's last post ceremony is another moving story, this one of Private Clifford Clive Chappell. His story is just one of those, of service and sacrifice for our nation and for us.
Clifford Chappell was born in Kadina, South Australia. He received his education at the Uluru Mines Public School and went on to work in the mines. He married Ethel Victoria Gurr in 1913. 2 years later, she died in childbirth. 4 months after her death, Clifford left his young son, Clifford John, with Ethel's brother and went to war. Chappell was just 22 years old when he left Australia with the 27th Battalion. Private Chappell has no known grave and is commemorated on the Villers-Bretonneux Memorial in France. This is but one of the many stories of courage and sacrifice told here at the Australian War Memorial. We now remember Private Clifford Clive Chappell. Lest we forget.
Our final experience here in Canberra is truly enlightening. Now, this is enlightened. Canberra's most famous landmarks lit up gloriously, like Old Parliament House here. Political legends, past and present, are projected onto Parliament House's facade. It's a light show with attitude, with organiser Neil Guthrie proud to be basking in the glorious nightlight. Neil, we're enlightened.
Yes, Greg, you're seeing Canberra in a whole new light tonight. We're standing in front of the Portrait Gallery at Enlighten in Canberra. We're running our 4th event. We've just finished our first weekend, which has been a great success, probably our biggest opening weekend. And here we are tonight in beautiful Canberra weather, being entertained by these beautiful projections onto 6 of our national attractions here in Canberra. All of our buildings have got local artists and national artists to produce the different artwork, and on this one, particularly at the National Portrait Gallery, our local Academy of Interactive Entertainment have been working with a whole pile of animation and interaction with some of these projections that you see behind us. Previous years we've just had still images, sort of lovely art that's been produced by local artists, but in this year we've been able to transition into digital projection, which allows us a whole pile of animation and interaction for some of the buildings.
Now, this display at Questacon involves this interactive display. I'm going to pick the chain reaction, which is a science display, and I can colour this building. Pick my palette, pick my colours, and off I go, having lots of fun. Enlighten brings out Canberra's families and photographers, keen to capture the atmosphere.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, really enjoying it.
Well, I like the interactive display. I thought that was terrific.
I'm a trained interior designer, so I can really appreciate it. And I like colour.
One of this year's highlights, a group of illuminated equines. The French performance group, Fier à Cheval, has flown in from Paris. Their performance capping off a magnificent week of enlightenment. Well, now to tropical Magnetic Island, just off Townsville on the mid-Queensland coast, which is teeming with colonies of rock wallabies and koalas like Pebbles here. Catch the ferry over from Townsville and you're greeted by a most delightful welcoming party. A colony of rock wallabies has taken residence in the rocks that make up the breakwater. And here they shelter in the many crevices between the boulders, coming out to sun themselves and take in the water views. There's a big population of bushstone curlews here as well, keeping together in pairs all over the island. And there are the rainbow lorikeets. Big flocks of them fly in on dusk to be hand-fed by the visitors. Take a drive in an open-top car and you begin to experience the special features of Magnetic Island. Giant banyan trees to climb and play hide and seek. Golden beaches to swim and fish. And horse rides that get their riders well immersed. But the big stars of Magnetic Island are the koalas. We get our first glimpse of them at the Bungalow Bay Koala Park. On sentry duty is a magnificent black cockatoo, followed by up-close and personal experiences with lizards and snakes. Head curator here is Tony Gordon. Well, Tony, who have we got here?
This is Pebbles, and Pebbles is one of our 5 koalas here at Bungalow Bay. They're not naturally found here on the island. They were brought here in 1931, and they actually came from Bowen. And now they believe that there's a few hundred of them here.
And so how much intervention do you need to do while this koala's in the pouch?
Nothing. I don't have to worry about it at all. She knows what she's been doing. The koalas have been doing it for tens of thousands of years.
Fair enough. Mother Nature's taking its course.
She knows exactly what to do. All I have to do for her is buy a leaf every day. And she's quite happy with that.
Well, she's... Oh! This wasn't anticipated.
No, just put your hand underneath it.
And those claws are very... Tony, these...
Now you can just fork her back there.
These... She wants to use me as a means of getting back onto the tree.
Yeah.
Well, she really wanted to get back onto the tree.
That's right.
And have us leave her alone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Later,
Tony takes me along Magnetic Island's most famous bushwalk in search of koalas in the wild. Arthur Bay.
Isn't that beautiful, eh?
How beautiful is that?
Oh, it's fantastic. Just unbelievable.
You've got coral out there, you've got Rex, the wreck of the Yongala.
Yeah.
We can see the fort now. Tell us about the fort here. How did this come about?
The fort was built during World War II because of the Japanese invasion of the Pacific, of course. They were worried about them invading Australia, so they actually built the fort.
This Fort's Walk is famous for koalas?
Yes, it is. It is a great spot for anybody to come and look for koalas on the Fort's Walk.
It's not long before we make a sighting. A young baby koala clinging tightly to its mother high in the trees. There's that distinct grey shape, and we're in luck here. It's not just the mother, we've got a little...
Joey there too.
Little Joey there. Hey, how good's that? And that Joey would have been out of the pouch, what, a month or so?
Yeah, a couple of months, yeah.
Wow.
It'll spend another month being drinking from its mum, and then she'll hang around the mum for another 3 months or so, and then she'll be on her own then.
This mother would be on the move, transient?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the mothers do stay around a bit because this is a good supply of trees here for them.
Because they do sleep a lot, Tony.
Yeah, between 14 and 18 hours, yeah.
Wow. Well, quite a treat to see them in the wild like this. Fantastic. Our final moments on magnificent Magnetic Island are spent admiring the glorious views, capped off by a magic sunset. Ahead, the beach kangaroos of Cape Hillsborough. Daytime is certainly a great time to explore the beaches of Cape Hillsborough. This is a place of magnificent rock formations, crabs and corals. Today we're being taken out by boat by local wildlife lover Ben Atherton. Ben's keen to show me the diverse bird life that shelters in the rocky foreshores around Cape Hillsborough. It's the prelude to a special experience just before dawn the next morning. As the first pre-dawn light touches Cape Hillsborough, its early morning stars are already on the beach. Wild wallabies and roos have come down onto the sand to munch on seaweed. Well, Ben, how amazing. You've got a kangaroo come right up to us. You've got the little wallabies behind us, and you've got the sun just about to rise.
Yeah, it's a rare and unique thing here that we have at Cape Hillsborough, but it just says nature all over it. I mean, just look around you. The sun always coming up over Wedge Island. It just makes a magnificent shot, and it's good for the kids to get out and see the wildlife as well. If you hang around long enough, you'll see them actually pick up mangrove leaves, and you'll also see them pick up the mangrove pods. They'll snap them in half, they'll have a bit of a chew, and away they go.
So now look at this. These two kangaroos, the eastern greys, have come back up into the crowd.
A friendly Queensland g'day.
Well, Ben, we've had this glorious golden 30 minutes, and on signal, on cue, the sun has come up out of the horizon and the kangaroos are off. The wallabies are up into the bush. We're left with one sole survivor there.
Because of the public, they go up there for a bit of protection. They'll be back here every day of the week. It's spectacular to watch. Different times of the year, different things happen all the time. So it's great here at Cape Hillsborough.
I do hope you've enjoyed this episode of Travel Oz, especially the inaugural Tjungu Festival. From Uluru, I'm Greg Grainger. Happy travels.